Welcome to what I do. How I can make profit off of my daily drive. How I can do it better, thank you, Captain, than any other guy. I will show you how long I can rhyme, spit bars, and tell a story, not just say how big my dick is. And it's pretty swinging too. But right now, I have to take a break from all of that, my dude. All of that. I have to stop being the servant that my father proclaimed me to be. I have to live my own life as an artist, my G. If the GoPro turns off, and it literally just reminded me, if the GoPro turns off, I am sorry, for the Patreon special ends here. It is $20 a month. This is the good shit. Are we clear? Notice the tone. Notice I'm taking it down a sec. I'm doing it in rhyme too, so you can listen better with your head. You can maybe even predict some lines, like some have said. Whew. At the end of this, you're gonna call me death, but not dead. The sign essentially said, whether you are hot or cold, as in my emotions, anywhere you go is solid. You can read the lines of life. It's not Matrix. It's not that wildin'. Life is supposed to be magical, but like many stories and books, we lost it along the way. It's not due to technology. It's a blessing, okay? It's our form of magic. To be able to record this and play it back. But don't go too far in magic, for you'll never come back. Copy on Jack. Why? I lost this eye in the future due to technology, because they saw and they want to see my life and everything, because everybody's understanding it. You're the king! You're the new king! I still like to have privacy. And I still have the scars, in fact. That's why I'm kind of more Kakashi than Naruto, Jack. More Kakashi than Naruto. I have the demon fox. Of course I do. But my demon fox is not Ku. It's not Kurama. It's Kurama's dad, we'll call him. So what does that make him? Do some research. You'll figure it out. Sage of the Six Paths? Nah, Kakashi, no doubt. Why? Because imagine my hair. If you've seen pictures of it, it gets there. Now imagine it gray. And I can dye it and play Kakashi any single goddamn way. That's technically who I usually am. The reason I wear a mask in the anime is because I talk to myself, man. And I work it so well. I do it so good. And I play the character just like I fucking should. Imagine if anime or movies or books reflected life. Because they do. It's not fantasy. It's prediction about life, my guy. Once again, friend, trying to proclaim the story untold. Trying to break into a new fold, a new chapter, a new book set, a new saga, a new season, perhaps. Saved a life today, gave a life today. That's all that matters. On that, we can nap. Feel? Steal. Deal. All right. I grow my hair back out, and you see Kakashi fly. But I will tell you this, and I will tell you it fucking quick. If people start calling me death, it's over, and that's it. It is the name, not the title. My name in Spanish, I was gonna say. In Japanese, means scarecrow in a field. Now think about what we just covered in Moon Knight. Today is 05/03/22. Does that feel? A field of reeds. The scarecrow, the demon in the field of reeds. That's some real shit, and that wood's for free. Don't go burning it down. Don't go burning me. I'm not a witch, but I show you how to use magic, you see. The truck ahead of me, literally McDonald's, sponsored by, says destined for greatness, Just drive to save lives. It's a little joke that certain people have. Because certain people don't want this out. Certain people not like my dad. And I had to redact that line because it could be true. I deal with demons every day. They talk to me and I know they listen to you. Are we cool? Hades, baby. More like Hades himself. Death is my father. I will never achieve that level on that shelf. Let alone the library. Let alone the book. I like the life that I live as his kid and I'm cool with that. Hades is cool, but death has already took. Lucifer, though, is up for grabs. But let's not get into that. I was going to start this with how I am the Antichrist and Christ himself. But I wish to rewrite the story as someone else. Beat. It's not a story, because I don't believe what my father, Alexander, says. I choose to make it a play that I make up in my own head. Because I too am in the audience, and I too am the main character, the protagonist of this story, of this play. And as I drive back with a low take of gas, all I have to do is subscribe, and I will continue to say. Eventually, live stream. People be respectful in the chat, ask questions, and donate to take them to the top. I want to quit my job and just drive. Just drive until my car rots. Imagine I'm like your Uber driver and you're always in the back seat. I'm not trying to come at you as your father. I'm not trying to come at you as death. I'm trying to come at you as me. This is what I wish to do with my time off, my time in between. This is what I wish to do as I break character for a second as Jordan, as me. Jordan, the artist from Connecticut, who chooses not to stay where he was born, who wishes to see the world. And I swear to God, if you happen to be, you know the name, you know the rhyme, blank, blank, oh, shit. You have been warned. Cut the shit. And not the camera. Because I can feel it and I can taste the on your... Does that make sense? You are not the woman who was heaven sent. My woman who exists in this life. People aren't hiding from me. She is waiting patiently. Because the story of my life, of Jordan's life, is patience and balance. Not to just overpour the chalice, the Holy Grail. To take sips slow, like my Dio says, and enjoy while we pierce the veil. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing it in rhyme. I'm not just saying white coats. At the end of the day, the story comes true, and whether you are on either side of the fence, you're still wrong. I still have to think, and I still have to write, but this shit luckily has been pre-wrote. I've done this many times. I practice in the metaphorical astral plane about what I would say. Jordan isn't here. Jordan is focusing on driving and getting there. Okay. Death, yet again, wouldn't say the name, but I am allowed, for I am of the family of death. Life, you can say it every single time. It brings life. But then we come into a Thanos situation where there's too much life and death must take. That is why it's patience and balance, and I don't want to have to wait. I have to work until 9. I have to sit on this, like Van or someone else said, and I'm going to repeat it, hopefully in rhyme, if I can manage it. But honestly, it needs to be said. Sit with your success for 24 hours so you can feel how good it feels to be good. Don't just post it and expect likes and follows and all that shit. All pulling your metaphorical wood. Do it for you. Because this is the story of life. She says the story of death. But I happen to have both on either side, and if you touch a hair on her head. That goes for both. Both my ex and my woman. No one go after her. It is, just about 12 minutes in. That is midnight. That is at the end of her life. She gets her comeuppance. She can do whatever the fuck she wants, because I can deal with it. But no one else be my vengeful spear, for scythes get forged by my own hand. Broken sand, you hear. That's a hard one. That's a heavy one. Think about what broken sand means. It's not glass. Because at the end of the day, you didn't do shit, but you broke my ass. LOL joke. Beat. And that's 12:42 on the dot. That's how good I am with time. Master of time. Because my dad is the master of yours. I'm the master of mine. And of my life. Beat. What is your question? Question was, metaphorically, at least a little bit, the question that I saw a bird called and he said, I have a question. And then he showed a sign. That's all that happened. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss shit. Why do you smoke if it's bad for you? Hades. That iced his fire. That's all. Old habits die hard. My brother is technically Poseidon, the other one is Zeus. One brother has to deal with drinking and whatever lightning has to mean, or whatever Zeus's power is. Hades, typically, smoke, fire. I can't smoke. I can't smoke weed. I can't inhale fire because it will kill me. My brother, most likely, liquor, alcohol, water, etc. You feel that. Other brother, lightning in a bottle. Don't worry about it too much. That's his story, his beef. At the end of the day, the brothers of three are the three Olympus gods. Owns the underworld. Travels with death too. That travels with the entire theory. I'm winding all of it together. If you give me a second, my dude. Please donate on my Cash App at NotDudes. Venmo, the very same. Patreon, if you are a real homie and you just want to hear what God gave. God is a woman in my life, in my lifeline. Please don't call me Messiah. Please don't call me Shaman. Please don't call me Guru. Jordan, friend, D, etc. is fine. I don't wish to be praised. Don't touch my motherfucking feet. All I wish to is to say my story. We're almost back to work. I'm going to sit on my success for a second. I'm not pissed anymore. Ralph has reckoned and reconciled, because she was supposed to die today. Saved her life yet again. It's okay. Don't go visiting. You know exactly where the fuck I am if you're smart. Stay at home. Listen to the ones you love. Love your strawberry Pop-Tart. That's my wife. I'm brown sugar cinnamon. A classic every single goddamn day. My mother loved poetry. My mother loved plays. Plays. That's a beat. Take a second. For you and for me. Take a second. It's a sick-ass truck. I would love to have one like that one day. And bet I will. Bet it is paid for and paid. My goal is to make the equivalent of $18 an hour off of doing this. If you can help a nigga out, he would be very thankful. Okay, kid. And the green light hit. Literally, on time. I don't think I need to prove it. I really don't think I need to prove it. I've been practicing my karma, my yoga, all that shit. I've been practicing my play because my son wrote it. Imagine, and notice how I said kid. Imagine, and he makes me smile too. Imagine your kid wrote a play and all you had to do was act it as the main dude. He is the director, the producer, all that shit. My other son produces the music. My daughter is the DP, and shut the fuck up, because I know what that means. Third daughter does the art, does the painting, not third daughter, second daughter, does the art, does the painting, does all that shit. And all of this is provided that they choose to take up that throne that I have provided. The secret success to childhood trauma is to not try to traumatize. Try your best, and try your best to be honest and open their eyes. Show them the world that they can mold with their hands that they create and have created. Kakashi never has love, but he is still a teacher, elated. That is the best thing to call me. Not sensei, not master, not guru, barely a guide. I am the narrator of my son's epic. I am that guy. Beat. You can call me crazy, insane, mad, and all the other ones. You can shoot me with all of the substances, for I've tried most of them. My day job is a recovery support specialist. I have been through the ringer of my own life. People give me shit for I got addicted to weed, and they're like, oh, that's not that bad. You can do it again, my guy. No. I have come to peace with my demons. I have come to peace with all the curses bestowed. I wish to live a simple life. One of a painter, a fisherman, a poet, and someone who you already know. Beat. Give me a second on that one, because I have to think about that for a second. Why? Because we're almost at my work. We're almost at my work. Almost at my work. Almost at my work. Almost at my work. So I'm gonna sit in the car, seethe and simmer because I want to do more work. I want to do this. I'm gonna give you, and honestly end it with this. Imagine a road trip, live streamed, with my co-captain or captains beside. Imagine that. Where I'm just talking, speaking truth, and I can do it in one shot as your guy. Fund it. But I already tried to GoFundMe, I tried to Kickstarter, I tried all that shit. The world wasn't ready. The world wasn't ready for it. I need to make the equivalent of $18 an hour, and MFR, I will quit my job in 2 weeks because they have shown me nothing but kindness and respect. Kindness and respect. That's all I ask for at the end of the day from everyone who is in my head. Whether that be everyone else and all of the dead. I'm not ending with this. I need a beat instead. Thank you. Fight your demons. And then learn to tame them like wild dogs. grace. Every day I'm glad you're open. Allow yourself the grace to spare a second for your God. Don't worry about what I pointed at. Don't worry about it. I paid for it. I handled it. It is okay. Channeling my higher self, channeling my son, Death the Kid. And there's an anime about him too if you want to listen. Multiple voices inside of my head. It's okay. I deal with them. I can conduct myself respectfully on the day-to-day. I'm Death's kid. At the end of the day, I'm Death's kid. I don't want the title. I want my dad to keep working as he does. My dad, Death, as he does. He does good work. It's a shitty job. Literally the worst job. I'm happy he is omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent and takes them with care. I'm glad he prescribes to my theory of life and death. We're almost at 22. Oh, look, we're over time. And I'm out of here. The bird requested for me to do a little bit more time. Please consider donating. It is fine. It is fine. If you can spare literally 2 cents for the passage of the river of people who have died, allow me to retrace that line. If you can spare 2 cents, it would be a damn fine help. I'm trying to get to $18 an hour. Jesus Christ. And that's not much to ask for. Anything over, doing this for life. Driving around, getting familiar with wherever, feeling fine. Jordan is on my time. Jordan is the artist, in fact. There is a darker story. Eventually we will get to that. I summon Death's kid. Summon Death's kid within myself. If you watch Moon Knight, I am his avatar. Death is my father. He is like the highest dude. If I'm Moon Knight, he's that beak motherfucker who can't shut the fuck up. Wants to bestow justice. It's like, dude, no, that's not how it works. Be careful who you praise. Be careful, because it could hurt. Beat. And I'm gonna take a bite of this because my wife, life, not even in the flesh, reminded me to eat because she cares, kid. I'm back. Keep it in. Would you ever listen? But would you ever listen? Would you ever listen? Would you ever listen? Would you ever listen? I love you, but would you ever listen? I have bestowed upon you art, projects, ideas, my life, my philosophy, everything about me. I have bestowed upon you all of this. All of this. But would you ever listen? I can taste that you care. I can taste that you love me. But would you ever listen? I listen to my son. Because they blow my mind every day. Would you ever listen? And thank you. That has been Jay. I'm going to say this once. I'm not going to blur the background so you know where I'm driving. If you know anything about Connecticut, and if you're smart, you can GPS it. Please don't come to me where I work. I don't want to have to blur the background. That's it. Please don't come to me in my house. I don't want to have to blur the background. Because again, this is a gift to y'all from higher self, higher Jordan, higher whoever, higher me, hi. I don't want to have to stop doing it. Be smart, be wise, be respectful at the end of the goddamn day. That's it. That's 42 seconds, by the way. Let's get started. I'm going to listen to my wife for 2 seconds. If you know the songs, you can read along. I'm not going to do it too hard. Ordinary Guy is the name of the song. Again, speaking to me through technology, but it's not, she is technology. It's literally her higher self, and I'm also doing it as well. It's hard to explain at this point in time, easier to explain in the future. Just bear with me. I'm an ordinary dude. Jordan D. Alexandre. Let me actually read this real quick. I am not going to drive fast. I am going to turtle this shit. Not in that way, even though it's kind of funny. You're allowed to laugh. I'm going to turtle it. I'm going to be the tortoise, not the hare on this one. You guys are going to have to wait for the entire book to come out for everything to link up and make sense. As I typically do, it starts weird and then it just full circles and it blows your goddamn mind. This is a longer one. Stick in. Also, if the GoPro dies, I'm sorry. I'll get a better one. I'll get a new one. Can't afford it right now. Please tip, is what I'm trying to say. All she has to say to you is the key to love is understanding. It's a good song by the Majestics, once again. And this is on shuffle, by the way. This isn't on, like, you can see it. For now, she's in heaven. I'm trying to channel her, manifest her, literally back down to this physical plane. But as life, and let me double check this real quick. Okay, maybe she's here. She says, I was gonna say something along the lines of, you know, she's a little bit disappointed with the world and the state of it is, so how about this? How about I rewrite the track? In Heaven by Dick Stuso. She loves the fact, she's in heaven for the fact that I can do this. The fact that I'm choosing to do this, that I'm choosing to take my life into my own hands. Show my true colors, if that makes sense. For Pride Month too, which is pretty fucking cool. I timed that pretty well. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart by Al Green. She's a little bit heartbroken. A little bit scrambled inside by Pink Clouds. But when she wakes next to me, we'll be skating in Central Park. It will be bliss. Until then, we're grooving. And that's double perfect. That's the end of a loop. Does that make sense? Cool. I've been able to do that for years, but it took me a while to master it. Still learning. But she's pretty fucking cool and pretty magical too. Not a magical girl, but magical. Let us continue. I don't want to have to blur the background. Please don't follow me where I work. I'm trusting you guys on this one, because remember, as always, and it always has been, a trust exercise. Take it slow. Copy on Captain. The bird is saying we will abstain for any questions. We will abstain. We will not, essentially saying, we will not ask questions. We will wait for you to talk. And I appreciate that. I don't want to have to go all Super Saiyan on you. I don't want to have to go all fiery on you. Once again, the living embodiment of the god of Hades, the god Hades. I have fire, but you don't see it yet. I see it, but you don't see it. Again, schizoaffective and kind of schizophrenic, bipolar, and OCD. Probably ADHD on top of that. You know how, like in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, they had a special set of stuff that allowed them to do battle better or whatever? One of my favorite book series. Think about it like that, but in a different perspective. I hope you guys can follow. The battery's dying. I'm at 3%, so let me do something that's a little bit more heaven sent. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Sorry if the video cuts, but honestly, you need to hear this shit. 2 seconds. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Again, until I can, yeah, the battery's about to die. I'm sorry. Until I can make $18 an hour off of doing this, I have to continue working my job that I don't like too much. I wish to do this. Kind of like what my past life, exactly, green light, Jesus kind of did. That's all. What was he doing? Saying the good word. What am I doing? Saying good words. Trying to heal the world a little bit more. Because apparently we're in, according to Van Neistat, we're in the chaos time, and eventually it breaks through. Trying to help with that vision a little bit, if that makes any sense. I hope it does, honestly. This is part 2. I'm not going to post all the ones before. That will be for patrons who can handle my beat. That will be for patrons. And it kind of sucks that I can't just like talk about this kind of stuff, you know? It kind of sucks that I can't just do this naturally. You know, I'm cool doing it in a car, because in a car, for whatever reason, I feel safe, and Jordan, who's driving, the driver, can focus, and I, Death's kid, can talk. You know, always focused, but still working on everything else at once. I'm gonna ask my wife, my lovely lady life, where she would like me to start on today's story, or on this moment's story, perhaps. What you got for me, babe? It will work this time. I hope to God it does. If this is the one thing in my life that has hit, I hope it does, because this is a fucking good one. Work This Time by King Giz. The reasons she's speaking to me through technology, through music, once again, music, it's for good reasons. St. Michael's Affair, I believe. El Michel's Affair. For good reason. Dive by Beach House. Anyway, she wants me to dive into whatever I feel, Jordan feels like he should talk about. And she is with me. This is John Take Me With You by J.W. Francis. Right? Yeah, J.W. Francis. And she is with me through everything. Everything that I have lived, she has been with me. In the story, we share each other's eyes. So she would be Obito, even though I'm technically Obito. She's technically Kakashi, if that makes sense. I'm technically Obito. I'm supposed to be the bad guy in this universe. And that is why I am the Antichrist. She, technically, is Christ. But it's more like 75-25, 75-25, if you guys can follow that. If you guys can kind of follow that. It's more like that. So, I'm not wholly bad, but I'm definitely not good, at least in my astral self. I'm a good dude, but like, you know, dark thoughts all the time, and that's kind of where it twists. Literally, like, horrifically dark thoughts about rape, about murder, about all that shit. It literally is a demon that is attached to me. His name is Kuruma, or at least I named him Kuruma. His name is Kuruma Orion, and that's it. Why? Because he's a KO. He will knock you the fuck out. Anyway, she, light of my life, delightful princess. Not princess, like fucking queen. Don't piss her off, because she will end things. Anyway, one more song by her, and I will start. On my ride home, by the way, from work. Brand new love song by The Pillows, and I'm gonna let this one play out, because this is typically how I do it. This is just how I do it. If you guys can hack it and not expect everything like this, as my mom says, like microwave. Sometimes you just need to listen to the music. And baby, my love, my lovely lady life, my wife, I fucking love you, and I can't wait to see you again. 2, 4, and 1, 2. 42. Lucky number for everyone. Brand new love song by The Pillows. Is essentially saying, Jordan, after that one, I want you to smoke a cigarette. And I'm like, why are we celebrating with death? LOL. It's not. It really isn't. Unless you have a complete change of character. And you fucking Sorry, personal moment. If you can read my lips, don't. That's all that matters. You can, go for it. I'm talking to spirits. I'm literally talking to people. I can. Telepathy is more real than you think. Telekinesis, a little bit less real than you think. Ask the wind to move and see if it moves for you. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, 22. 1 over 2. Why? Continuing on with how I like to do part 2. Through music. Next song. Easy. Because I still don't trust you. Call Me When You Want Me by Love Apple. Speaking to my ex, who could be life, but goddamn do I not want her to be. She wasn't the best to me in life, therefore cannot take up the title as life. Life technically gets reincarnated into a person. You know what I said. I got reincarnated into myself. Jordan was not originally supposed to be death. Jordan was supposed to be a graphic designer, ace, good dude, etc., live his life and die. Until God chose him for a higher path. Does that make sense? Copy? Copy. All right, cool. Moving on. Life, same goddamn ticket. But I don't know if whoever is ready for that. That's a heavy title. I wear a very heavy crown, but it's still a crown nonetheless. A lot of realizing and truths and mental hospitals and crazy and all that kind of shit that I have to deal with. A lot of prejudice around. People like, you're Jesus, you're in town. I'm like, yeah, I'm black too. Do you want to say that? Technically not even real African American? Oh, no, wait, slavery is a real fact. Holocaust, etc. Went to sleep for 2,000 years, 2,022 years. Technically 1996, because that's when I was born. Came back, met her, you know her name, I'm not gonna fucking say it, don't pester her. Holy shit, she woke me up. I cannot obsess about that tick in my back, but goddamn, she could be the one. And it pisses me off every single goddamn day that she could be the one. Brings me to tears, if I have to say. I do have to say. Because it would be the most perfect full circle event. The universe would reward me tenfold, but at the end of the goddamn day, would she be a good mother to my kids? Would she be a good lover, not only sexually? Kid. Let me rewrite that line. Would she be would she be a good lover to, would she be a good mother to my kids? A lover to life. I have a higher vision for a person who loves me and life, like the bird, life, more. Not a person who just wants it for egotistical reasons and shit. I pride myself on being a very humble person. I pride myself on not getting angry too much. I don't want power to overtake you, which is like a pinprick, a touch. This one's for you, my ex. You know who the fuck you are. You started this shit. I can forgive everything. I've spent years atoning for all of my sins that I've done to you. And all I wanted was a little bit more love and a conversation and all this shit, my dude. I gave you so much love and affection, so much karma, so much astral love. I'm sorry it wasn't physical enough. You wouldn't pick up the messages. And I'm sad. I'm not pissed off at you. I'm sad that you keep cursing me and shit. You act like Jesus or Jordan better. Can't feel that. Can't feel that devil's lick. I can keep up with all the punches because I know how to duck and weave. But I don't want to throw one back at you. Humbly, he's telling you, please. Please. Give me my peace now. I spent 5 years down your throat, and I'm trying to get it all out. You could be, and it could be true. It could be perfect and everything, my dude. But I would have to, and I'm smelling shit right now, I would have to forgive a whole lot of shit. You would have to do it exactly. A whole ass 180, turn out to be some other chick. You would have to change your entire life, your entire perspective, everything about yourself. And I'm still smelling shit, and you know what else? Would you be a good mother to my children? Would you be a good partner in life? It's not just about the power that comes when I choose a person. Exactly, big words. I choose a person to be life. There's a ring on a finger for a reason. There's a ring on a finger for a reason. Tied to. Kind of like, what's that show? You know, the vampire chick that takes the dude who forges. Same thing, same road. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she can fuck and all that shit. Yeah, but do you know how that story ends, kid? Man has to sever his finger to never be wet again. And I have to sever my ties with a lot of my friends. Life has to move. Life has to change. I wish it could be you. But you need to do the same. Beat. Hard beat. Because I can taste it. I can feel it. I know that it's you. But I don't want it to be, I don't want that to come true. I don't want us to have to be two suffering souls that are only together because it just makes sense. No. What did my wife say? The key to love is understanding. The key to understand is love. I loved you for so long, whether it be obsession or not. I loved you for so long. So I need some time to reassess, and you need some time to listen about all this shit that I have to get off my chest. Luckily, the shit is clearing in my scent. We're driving through Enfield, you know I'm hellbent. Don't follow me, don't track me, don't trace me, you know exactly where the fuck I am. Use your smarts to sit and think. Remember, he's still a man. Every goddamn day. License plates a T-bone. The words are too real for that throne. Because you, literally, dude, you would need to do a severe 180 on all of your life. You would need to uproot everything to be my wife. And it's not just, oh yeah, I'm his wife, and then we divorce, and that's cool. No, that is a bond beyond what happened in school. That is death and life, but it's more like this. Attached and tied at the hips. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the weight, not even just the grip? Do you get the grip? I can pin all of my suffering on you. Because you technically started me on this journey by saying, oh, I can't wait for us to fuse. Beat. I drive around for a little bit. I need to get this shit off my chest. I'm sorry. The light said go straight, so I'm going straight. Because I know if I park it, I have to come to a place where I'm comfortable parking and sitting in my feelings. The things that I'm manifesting. Because I'm reopening up that door. I closed that door so many goddamn times, and it just creaks open every single goddamn time. And I'm so done, so fed up with this shit. And I know it would be perfect. But the thing is, I don't want you to have to sacrifice your entire life. The life that you build and have built and are building. I don't want you to have to do that, my ex. I don't want you to have to do that. I really don't want you to have to do that. Really don't. Me as Jordan, not me as Death, who is seeking life. Me as Jordan, who cares about you, less than wife. As not even a friend, because we don't even talk. Does that make sense? I'm going to smoke until I cough. I'm not saying fuck off. And it's funny, Because I can feel the entire world at silence right now. And greater expanse of the universe, but they're mumbling in the background. And exactly, the light up ahead said, "We are." And we are pissed. Collectively at you. For making one kid suffer beyond the need to suffer. And continue to suffer, my dude. Because you could be it. And literally in my dream last night, you did some dirty things. And not sexually, you did some dirty things. You did some fucked shit. And I didn't like it. I have paid dearly, my dear, dearly, for all of the cosmic shit that you have caused. Call me crazy, call me whatever, it will make sense. And I'll pause. Once again, Giok is the book. My book. Me and my son's book, technically, but my book. My son's book it's my book. Because my book goes first before his. His book is when I find my life, is when I find my person. Excuse me. That's when his book starts. My book, heavy. And not just because it's weighted. And long awaited. Again, if you can be so kind, tip, donate, make it anonymous, doesn't matter. If you can make it anonymous, it's even better. Because I don't want to know who's listening, sometimes. Just make it anonymous. If at all possible. If you want, Patreon. It's so much easier. 20 bucks a month. Allow me to get out of it. It's not a shithole. It's a really good job. I love it a lot, but I don't like it for me. It's a good job. I don't like it for me. Natural storyteller. There's a word. I wish I could look it up. I wish I could look it up, and I may take a beat to actually find that. Because it's a beautiful word, and I hope I can pronounce it right. If the world could give me a second and a parking lot, I'll be fine. 2, 3. That means we're taking a second. Cop. Nope. That's a RAV4. 2-4. What? They said go for it. Again, I deserve someone better. 2, 3. Slowing up, G. 2, 2. I think I found it. No, not quite. No, not quite. Yeah, I know it's somewhere around here. Where is it? I know exactly where it is. I had the vision of where it is. It's called A Lovely Life. It's in my Pinterest. Just keep driving, man. Hard copy. Here we go. Retro u Viali. Nope, that's not it. Ah, here we go. Oh, dude, I have some good words. I think it's this one. Yep. Raconteur. 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 A talented storyteller. That is my true nature. That is who I truly am. Who I am meant to be. Campfire, delightful, all that shit. Please raise the heat. Because I'm not done with you, and you obviously aren't done with me. Let me say this as clearly and as openly as I can. I would love for it to be you, but have you listened to all of the other shit? Can you understand? And it pains me that it probably is you. It pains me that all the time I spent sobbing over someone who actually came true. It pains me that it's no one else but you. And it sucks because I know it's probably gonna fucking come true. That is a sick car. Yeah, no, seriously. That is the car. If I can get it in time, yeah, it sticks around for a little bit. Watch how fast this blows up. 2-4. Talking about my ex, who probably is life. don't want her to be. Because I deserve someone better. And so does she. Thank you. Yeah, no, seriously, my car's literally talking to me. Like, she said, it was like, damn. I'm like, yeah, that's a good ending line. Thanks, Giok. And also, damn, yeah, that's your dad. See how fast I can blow this shit up. 2-2, 2-4, son. 2-4. Just keep it easy. Really? You want me to keep going? Listen to a bird. Let's take a step back. Take a step back. I don't think you're over. I think I'm done. I could talk about this for ages, about how much I still love her. How much I still fucking love her. And how she wants me to scalp myself. Thank you, and good night. Hello? I hope. Is it going? Let me check. Yep. Hello and welcome back. It is the Raconteur, or however you pronounce it. Raconteur? Raconteur. Doesn't matter. It's the best storyteller in the goddamn universe. Who does it in rhyme too. Thank you. I appreciate it, my dude. We are going to address, and it's 7:42, by the way. That's a really lucky number. That's a really lucky sign. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it on mine. We are going on a drive because I need this to be said. I'm sorry, we're going for a little bit and I need gas, but this is on my bankroll. This is on my head. Raconteur. Why? The one who you wish to talk more. Raconteur. As in applause. Raconteur. Keep going. Encore, etc. You kind of get it. I'm going to talk to my wife for a hot second. Careful. Again, it's not... the song is Cabdeg. To me, it means good morning. It means hello, welcome back, and all that shit. That's more for you than it is for me. Next one is Wichita Lineman. That means what you talking about, Willis? Don't make me smile right now, because I'm very mad at you. She said, then I'll be heading home. Heading home by Mount Fugitive. Baby back, that one should be fucking obvious. Wish you still felt this way. Equally fucking obvious. I hope whatever peace you find gives you peace of mind. Once again, obvious. Just remember, it all comes back around. Fantastic song, by the way. Local Connecticut band. Good song. My tears are becoming a sea. Give me a second. One more. Bad love. It's a lot to digest. Seems like the X is still not off my chest. And I just need a second just to collect my thoughts and how I want to say this. Because right now, both of my sides, and actually all of my being is conflicted. All of my being is conflicted. And I just need a second to just, you know, take a second. So I'm going to leave it up to my wife, life, to play the next song. 7:43, Golden Hour. We Had True Love by Hot Chocolate, a fantastic song. I'm gonna leave it there for a second. I need to collect my thoughts and take a beat. Thank you for listening as always.
You see, there was this woman and this man.
And if you listen really hard, tells a story.
They had all the love together that anybody's hard to stand. But time played a dirty, dirty trick on them and separated them.
Why? Look, give me a minute.
But by and by, they got back together.
Give me a minute.
And started to reminisce. They went for a walk in the park. And sat
Oh,
down
I
on
fucking
the
know,
bench.
Giok. Oh, I fucking know. My car talks through static, like my old car did.
Now you see, by me being so nosy, I sneaked up on them.
So where are you going? Back to look at that fucking car.
And I overheard their conversation. And it went something like this.
Really? Back to go look at that fucking car. It's her dad. My car's dad. Grant Green. Back in life.
Spend a lifetime searching for the kind of love that we once shared.
So let me explain what that song means and what's going on and the nature of my relationship with my ex. I'm not gonna go and trudge up all of the story. Essentially, it was a really good relationship. It wasn't necessarily toxic. I would say it was a little bit toxic, yeah. I'm not gonna trudge up the relationship. She can tell it if she wants to from her side. I'm gonna try to move towards the future. Because I still love her. I still deeply have affection for her. In all the ways. But it felt like it was the slow knife that consistently is stabbing my back. And for whatever reason, I love the pain. Next song, please. You by Sebastian Roca. Why? Because I'm still in pain over what you did to me. And continue to do on a daily basis. Whether you realize it or not. Whether you think you're hot and hot shit. Because there's a smile that's trying to crest my face because I would love to be back in the place where you and I are just kicking it like kids. Allow me to do an intro segment for this song that I really do love a lot. Because I want to be like, you motherfucker. And she's probably like, yeah, what's up, Chuck? Like, fine. Hit my line, blow up my spot.
The sun sets over my head.
Because I feel like we're like this. We're like this.
Just stay in warm, stay in my bed.
Because I tried so hard to rid you from my life.
Sunsets on your eyelid.
I spent too much goddamn trying. And I'm trying.
Stay close, stay in my
Trying.
head.
So then why haven't we talked?
'Cause all I needed was you.
Are you still cut up about all that shit? Zen what? I would choose your words wisely is what you said. Zen
And all I wanted was you.
So then why fake forgive? Why make fake playlists and stuff like that? Why lie to me to my face? Because you lied in fact.
And all I wanted was
I'm sorry.
you. 'Cause all I see is you.
There is nothing more than I would love to get back together with this woman, for she would make a perfect life to my death. Literally in my head all the goddamn time, and was in my head all the goddamn time. My saving grace throughout all the hospital visits and all that shit. But damn does she make it hard to forget herself. Old times. Wouldn't it be perfect if we just gave it a try? And I'm biting my tongue while I'm saying this. Because I don't want my heart to be broken again. All I really want is just you as a friend. And that's a little bit of a lie, as you can see my face smirk. I would like it to be more than a friend. I would like you as her. And it pains me to say it because I feel like I'm cursed. Feels like I'm cursed. But in my heart of hearts, it feels like the right settling place. Feels like I could just park it and just be like, yo, you know, what'd you eat? Did you stuff your face? Because I knew this was coming. To some extent, there's a part of me that's connected truly with the higher planes of existence. It's all the same, but like higher planes of existence. And there's a part of me that feels at peace with finally coming home to that person. But then there is every other part of me in the greater expanse of the universe. And I have to pick my next words carefully. I have to pick my next words carefully. And I don't have them currently. Why? Because at the end of the day, I would love to show you my world. The world that I built for us. And I would love for you to show me a world that you have built for someone. Because I believe in my heart of hearts that you are meant for someone greater. I have always said you are meant for someone greater than myself. Because I never found myself able to truly, because I never found myself able to truly give it up for you. Just give it up for you. I'm not an actor. I am both a part of the play and the narrator. That is my fucking whip. I hope to God it's for sale. If it's not, then honestly, just check in the fucking bail. That is a sick Cosmo. Oh my God, that is my car. And music sounds better with you. Listen to this while I take a second just to look at this bitch. Yeah, cupcake bug. I'm so glad that car is not for sale, because I would buy that shit. And it's not a stick. I actually think it's a stick. If anyone has a source of like an OG, this is just for me. If anyone has a source of an OG Beetle, like OG, I would flip the camera, but I'm not even gonna take a picture of it. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Hit me up. Or if you have it, keep it for me, because I need to resurrect my whip. Too many emotions and feelings on this one, but I'm gonna let the song play out. Music sounds better with you. Why? Because you know why, my dude. Going through a wave of emotions over here. I have never been more happy and sad at the same time to come to acknowledgement and peace of turning the other cheek. And saying, would you like to bring us back together? And she's like that. Well, no shit, essentially. For all I know, you fucking hate me. You as person, who I'm not gonna dox right now, hate me so much. And honestly, I've been trying so motherfucking hard, so goddamn hard, so goddamn hard, so goddamn hard to let you go. But for whatever goddamn reason, I happen to be the koi fish that is hooked onto you. And I don't know why. But you're playing the music that I would like to listen to. I have to only hope that with time, we'll see. I would love to meet for a cup of motherfucking tea. That is it. Anyway, I'm over time. I think it was at this spot, actually, that I said I was going to leave, and look at what happens. I'm going to cut it there, guys. I have a lot to think about my life. And who I let in again. And who I let in again. Your lovely friend, Death. Take care.